Welcome back to 10 Tampa Bay News Sunday morning. I'm Jenny Dean, joined by meteorologist Mike Prangley. We got a lot to talk about today. It's a weather impact alert. We're going to have heat, we're going to have storms, but we also have to talk about the tropics because there's a lot happening there as well.
First things first, everything's related. Okay, so first things, yes, we're starting to see that turn to the west northwest with Erin. But as we were talking during the commercial break, this is the African wave train that's just getting started. We've got yet another system behind it just off the coast of Africa near the Canary Islands, and that will traverse across the Atlantic. So
the good news is we know you're watching it for us. You're keeping an eye out, and you're going to make sure we're all safe.
Keeping you well ahead of whatever happens. So we'll take a look at that train effect coming up. But first, today, let's go to the wall. The very latest on Hurricane Erin. It did reach Category 5 status yesterday with 160-mile-per-hour winds, and this morning we're waking up with 125-mile-per-hour winds. A lot of times these powerful systems, the Earth's strongest storms for sure, they reorganize, okay? So you've got the eye wall replacement that's been taking place, and it's just kind of taking a little rest, and then it's going to probably ramp up and intensify once again today in that low shear environment. So 125-mile-per-hour winds, Cat 3 for now, but likely intensifying yet again today. But here's the best news of all. Instead of that west movement yesterday, now starting to see west-northwest movement at 14 miles per hour with that very low pressure at 940 millibars, indicating how strong it is. We look at the Turks and Caicos Islands right now. We've got some wind gusts up near 40 miles per hour, tropical storm force. Port Nelson in the Bahamas, right around 29. But the good news is no direct land impacts. And really, it's not about the wind for the islands. It's about the flash flooding. 4, 5, 6 inches of rain in some instances per hour. That's towards St. Thomas right now. So we're watching those incredible outer bands just feeding in toward the center. And yes, as we know here in Tampa, we saw that last year with Milton and Helene. That's what they're dealing with in St. Thomas. As we take a look at our Hurricane Erin track, no surprises. There's the curve and turn to the north and then the northeast this week, but staying a powerful major hurricane at least, it looks like, through Thursday at this point. As we look at the forecast winds for our friends in Bermuda, if you have family there, it's still expected to hit between Bermuda and the United States and stay out over the open water, but check it out. We're still going to see a lot of rain, and the latest models coming in showing a likely tropical storm force winds. But again, I think it's more about the rain for our friends in St. George, Bermuda. And the biggest impact of all for us here in Florida, of course, will be the rip currents, the dangerous seas, surf, and even some elevated tides along the east coast of Florida. In fact, the latest surf showing 6, 7, 8 feet plus now for the coastal areas of Florida, including St. Augustine. And some of those waves out in the open Atlantic could reach over 70 feet high. So it shows you the power of this storm. We are watching that second wave behind this one. Okay, we're just taking it one at a time, but I can tell you the latest models are showing possibly some more development in the tropics this week with that African wave that will go across the Atlantic. So we've got all week to watch it, but again, as we head into next weekend, could yet be tracking another system following Erin, not too far from the Bahamas. So stay tuned for that. But